Another movie genre that I noticed that I feel like has died off over time is hood movies. There was a lot more of those movies back in the day. Like there was a whole bunch of them, and I feel like there really isn't a whole lot anymore. I mean, there's independent, like maybe hood films, but you don't really see Hollywood do any more of those movies. One of the only ones I can think of is maybe like the NWA movie, maybe what was it, the Tupac movie, but those are like biographies. Like, the hood movies they used to do back in the day don't do anymore. That's another genre that's kind of died off. It's kind of annoyed me how oversaturated superhero movies have become. I feel like they've overstayed their welcome. Like there's so many of them to the point where certain genres just don't really get anything made. Where now everywhere you look it's a superhero movie. Even actors that don't do superhero movies are doing superhero movies.
Yeah, I've noticed that also, that hood movies have kind of become a lot more brittle and are just not around that much, just like rap movies in general. It feels like rap music is just kind of distancing itself from Hollywood and such, which is really too bad. It's just kind of like that Jamie Foxx movie we talked about on Netflix, how they didn't do a music soundtrack. I mean, folks aren't doing movie soundtracks anymore, and they're barely even doing movies like that. I mean, Netflix is basically taking over, and that's kind of the thing, but like Tyrese Gibson used to be a really good rap movie and hood movie kind of actor, but now he's not really doing those as much. And there's really not a new artist that's kind of doing these now that can replace him. And, with the fact that people like John Singleton have died, John Singleton was a real good person to make like rap movies, but there's just not folks who've replaced him either to really sit there and do that sort of thing. So there's just really not... I've noticed that there aren't like a lot of rap movies like Juice or like Above the Rim or those type movies that just were kick-ass and kind of had that sort of template. I don't know where it went. I mean, it's just kind of like I said, Netflix is taking over, but I kind of miss the concept of just seeing some of those, getting the soundtrack, seeing a new Snoop Dogg song or a new Dr. Dre song, movies like Friday that just did that sort of stuff, but they aren't making them.